Say and ITK have come up with this project called CFD analysis of different nose profiles, and this is done by Sagar, Sumit, and myself, Lucky. Next, Sumit. What is this project? This project deals with the comparison of various nose profiles and their aerodynamic characteristics. Next one. And how do we do it? The nose profiles are designed using SolidWorks and analyzed on ANSYS Fluent. And why are we doing this? The main objective was to identify the types of nose profiles and its specific aerodynamic characteristics with minimum pressure coefficient and critical Mach number. And the scope of this project is to develop some prototype profiles with outstanding aerodynamic qualities. And the motivation for such a work is due to the lack of data on aerodynamics for profiles of some nose cones. And so the main problem aerospace companies face is the formation of adverse pressure gradient on its leeward side when the missile is in its trajectory. So formation of adverse pressure gradient, if it develops more and more, then it leads to rolling movements, and which will lead to a phenomenon called roll locking. That is, roll velocity follows the pitch frequency, and if continued to occur for a prolonged time, this phenomenon will result in a highly unfavorable consequences to the company. So for this to not happen, we have to try to mitigate the adverse pressure gradient. So local flow, as we know, the local flow near the body is faster than the free stream velocity. This flow must continuously return to the free stream conditions, and it happens at all Mach numbers. So in this case, the driving factor is the static pressure at the base of the forebody. The lower this is, the lower the critical Mach number, and therefore the greater the adverse pressure gradient of the cylindrical afterbody. And shapes that produce the highest critical Mach numbers give the best coefficient of pressure about ambient pressure. And the closer the coefficient of pressure local minimum is to 0, the weaker the adverse pressure gradient becomes, producing the smaller vortex strength. Yeah, next one. So the softwares we've used are SolidWorks, and we use the designs using the equations which is displayed on the right of the slide in the table. So as you can see, the equation for each profile is given here, and the fineness ratio we chose was 6. So fineness ratio is basically the length of the body, the ratio of the length of the body to the maximum diameter, that is L by 2R. So we put all the values in these equations, and we obtain the equation only in terms of y and x. And we, using that equation, we generated an equation driven curve using SolidWorks. Next one. This is how the 3D figure looks, 3D model looks like when we put in those equations. Next. But we chose to, but as we are analyzing the 2D models, this is how it looks like when we took only the equations projections of the 3D models. So as you can see here, this is not the cone itself, this is the surroundings of the cone, and that too only the top half of the cone. As you can see on the bottom right of each model, there is a small curve which is different from all the other edges. So that small curve is the equation of the nose profiles. The top left is the cone, top right ogive, bottom left parabola, and bottom right von Karman. So this is the surround. We decided to do this because we want to analyze the surroundings and not the nose profile itself. And we did only the top half because the nose profile is asymmetric about its axis. Its axis symmetric, so the results would, after analyzing, would be same on the bottom half and the top half. Hence, we chose to do this to save our computer's load. Next one. Yeah, Sumit will take over from here.
Yeah, okay, so the safety analysis that we have used here using ANSYS Fluent solver is carried out in three steps. That is the pre-processing, that consists of the design, meshing, boundary conditions, numerical method. So, and the processing, that is solving fluid flow problem through the governing equations, and the post-processing, that is extracting results in the form of graphs and contours. So here the meshing with that we have used for the fluid this particular problem. So here we have used the face meshing for and the edges meshing for obtaining the final results along the nose profile. So here you can see that there is a finer mesh. It is a finer mesh that consists of the tetrahedral cells. So yeah. So for what should be given for the boundary conditions. So we have assumed that the flow is asymptotic and the gas has constant specific heat. So we use the relations between the static properties and the stagnation properties of an ideal gas in terms of the specific heat ratio and the Mach number. So these are the formulas that we have used for a Mach number of 2.92, that is the supersonic flow. So for the absolute pressure, we have used the graph for the data from the US standard atmospheric air properties for the altitude of 10,000 meter. Here you can see that for a particular altitude, there is the particular temperature, there is absolute pressure, the density, dynamic viscosity. So we have taken this particular data from this table and put these values to the back to the formula itself, so we can obtain those boundary conditions for the inlet outlet conditions for the nodes, etc. So these are the boundary conditions we obtained from the our formula, that is for the isentropic flow. So for the pressure inlet we have this 26500 Pascal for the gauge total pressure for the total temperature, and also in the setup we have used the for a Mach number of 2.92, we have used the SST turbulence method with a convergence criteria of 10 to raise to the power minus 6 for a better convergence results. And also we have used the specific method, that is intensity and length scale, with a turbulent intensity of 6.8 percentage and a turbulent length scale of 0.00039 for a Mach number of 2.92. So after inputting all those formula in the final result section, we have obtained the contour of Mach number. That is, this particular contour is for the cone profile. So here we can see that as we have the Mach number fixed like 2.92, so we can see the in the Mach, here we can see that the Mach number is varying from 2.80 to 2.92. So here is the Mach number variation. So uh, so the next slide. So the next slide is the contour of pressure coefficient. So here you can see the contour of pressure coefficient. The pressure coefficient is also varying from minus 1.73 to 2.15. Here the contour of absolute pressure for the cone profile. And finally we have the graph between the coefficient of drag versus the iterations. Like you can see that after we have used up to the 1000 iteration, and after 1000 iteration the coefficient drag is convergence to a particular point. So again for the parabola we have used the same contour of Mach number, contour of pressure coefficient, contour of absolute pressure. You can see that the absolute pressure is varying from different profile. Again we have the coefficient of drag versus iterations. Again after the particular iteration it is convergence to a particular point. Again for the Auger profile we have the contour of Mach number, contour of pressure coefficient. It is varying from minus 1.11 to 3.44. So again we have the contour of pressure coefficient, contour of absolute pressure, coefficient of drag versus iterations. These contours and these graphs will help us to evaluate which profile is better. So we have again for the von Karman profile we have the contour of Mach number, contour of pressure coefficient, contour of absolute pressure, coefficient of drag versus iterations graph. So these are the all the contours and the graph we obtained for analyzing our final results. So I will be handling the result section to Sagar. So Sagar, you take on.
Okay, thank you, Sumit. So yeah, hi everyone. I am Sagar, and I'm going to talking about the conclusion part. So basically, after analyzing all the results, like all the plots and contour, we concluded that von Korman Ogive profile is giving the best result out of all the profiles, like cone nose profile, parabola, Ogive profile, and von Karman Ogive profile. So we have taken three references, that is coefficient of drag, coefficient of pressure, and critical Mach number. And in all the three references, von Karman Ogive profile is giving the best result. For example, if we compare the coefficient of drag, for von Karman it is very less compared to others, that is only 0.084, and for other profiles like it is 0.085 for cone, 0.0875 for parabola, and 0.09 for Ogive profile. So from this we can conclude that von Karman Ogive profile is best and it is giving the best results. I mean that is coefficient of drag, it is very less. So when we talk about like it is giving coefficient of drag is very less. So what is mean? So basically when coefficient of drag is very less, it means adverse pressure gradient in this case is very less compared to the other profile. So it means the boundary layer separation delay in this is like compared to other, it is delay in this case. And it is because adverse pressure gradient is less, so because of that vortex generated will be very less compared to other profile. So because of that, those vortex, very less vortex, the coefficient of drag is less in this profile compared to other profiles. So yeah, next slide, Lucky. So these are future scope, like we have analyzed these result only in with a particular Mach number, that is 2.92, and only in 2D. But further we can analyze in 3D and with different Mach numbers, like for different regime like transonic, supersonic, and subsonic. So yeah, next slide. So we have taken some references, like we have taken one research paper and we have watched some videos. So with that of those we have reached our results. So thank you.
So this was our project. So thank you for listening to us. Thanks.